forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's remastered. Today going to be a 3v3 with players you know and love. It is Leta, Cop, and Light versus Effort, Calm, and MisO. Holy crap, an incredible 3v3 on a ginormous map. It is Garden of Eden, I think it is, and on the top left it's going to be a yellow Zerg player. It is Leta. Leta's here, man. We got a white Terran player here. Hey, it's just simply Light. Maybe the best Terran player in the world right now. And on the left side, it is a brown Protoss. It is, who do we say this was? Chamchi? So it's Cop. Okay, so this is Cop, according to RJB. So it's Cop, Leta, and a Terran player Light on team left side. So Protoss, Zerg, Terran team. Awesome stuff. Team 2, represented by a red Zerg player, it is Calm. We've got a teal Protoss player over here. It is Effort, off-racing as Protoss. And then finally, a purple Protoss player here, it's MisO, who is M. So 3v3 shenanigans, left versus right here. Gonna be a lot of fun. There's pro-harass going on. There's an attempt to wall off here, which is a good idea because apparently that's like the only way to get in unless you want to like go through here, which is being walled off as well. And this is another way in, but it's an Overmind Cocoon that has a lot of HP, so yeah, I think that's it. So a gateway here, well, not a gateway, just a way to get in there, a way to get in here. And that's it. So walling off are the players here. So it's 2 Protoss and a Zerg versus a full 3-race team here. And I think the 3-race team has an advantage because they have every single unit in StarCraft, well, on ladder, available to them. No heroes. This is not a UMS, just a 3v3 sent to me by RJB. Should be an excellent, excellent time. Really looking forward to this. Ah, wonderful stuff. If you like stuff like this, I've got other team games on the channel, so ask me for more information on those, and I did post the Cheese compilation. Ooh, Cheese Comp number 12 for Brood War on the channel just about a couple of weeks ago. So if you want a link to that, ask me for that too. I'll give it to you. I read every comment anyone ever makes. So what do we got? Lings from Leta, just trying to play around up here, trying to chase probes as they run around. Is he getting speed? Yes, he is getting metabolic boost. Early speedlings in a team situation are very good in Brood War, both for defending, killing scouting workers, and for being aggressive as well. A lot of lings are coming across here from Effort, though. Ooh, he takes down a Marine. Every early Marine is worth a lot. Worth its weight in gold in TPZ situations, as we saw between Russian Sulky and ASL 19 just earlier this week. Not going to spoil anything because maybe some of you guys haven't seen that yet. But yeah, there were a couple times that Marines died early and it really kind of snowballed on Rush. So a bunch of lings out from Leta. Speed is done for him now. Once again, Zerg players going one base lair because there's another Zerg on the other team. So you can't really go crazy hatch first. Not even crazy hatch first. In a ZVZ it would be crazy though, as these lings... Uh-oh. Yeah, have to lift off the barracks to avoid it getting killed by those lings, and then Leta's lings pop out here too. So Leta mains Terran, he's off racing here, obviously. But everybody else looking okay. Calm, hang on a second. Calm is Captain. So he's off racing as Zerg too. Light's playing Terran, and then Effort's off racing as Protoss. So there's some off racing here. There's some people playing their normal races as well. Lings coming in back home. Overlord scouting him. Sees, is there a lair timing for you? No, because I've got a lair and a Spire is on the way. Captain going for it. Looking good. Let's go. Get those Mutalisks out. Who's got anti-mutatech is the question. Looks like it's going to be Vultures. So that's not anti-mutatech from Light. What's our guy Cop working on? Cop is getting a Stargate. So his answer is going to be Corsairs. He's going to have to be the one to deal with the Mutalisks that are certainly coming here from our guy, Effort. Nope, sorry. Calm. Oh, gotta get these names right. Gotta get them totally right here from Calm. Here at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. APMs are as high as you're going to see them in a 3v3. We've got all these places to expand down here to the south of the map, too. I am curious to see if any of these are going to be taken in this game. I imagine eventually, yes. Somebody just pinged all this area I'm looking at right now, too. Saying, yeah, if we want more expansions than the couple we've got up here. Look, the Zergs can take these bases. They're just afraid to do so is the thing. A lot of speedlings from Leta coming in, supported by vultures. Lings on top of the Dragoons. Vulture's going to help against the enemy Zerglings, and the Lings here from Leta going to help against the Dragoons. As long as they stay alive, they're not doing a great job of it, though. Yeah. And both Calm here and Effort showing up with their Dragoons to wall off against these Vultures. All the Lings died, and that was it. That was it for that attack. Which of these Zerg players is going to expand first as the Mutas are coming across the map? Corsairs are out, though. There it is. Cop got his Corsairs out. And trying to get an Overlord kill. Does get an Overlord kill. And is he willing to fight here, boy? Turrets. Uh-oh. Turrets on the way from Light, but he did not anticipate that these Mutas were coming. He doesn't have any kind of anti-air right now. He's trying to go Mass Vulture in conjunction with these Lings. And, yeah, it's doing well on the other side of the map, but not going to defend against these Mutalisks very well. Turrets up and Corsair is up. Turret Corsair, good combo against the Mutalisks. Loving that very, very much. +1 air actually on the way from the Corsairs. That's pretty good too. So yeah, the 2,500 hit point Overmind there. Overmind Cocoon. No anti-air from Leta because he doesn't have a Hydrodan or a Spire. Save me, Corsairs. Help me, please. The Corsairs are like, no. Why? There are 3 of you. You can't deal with 4 Mutalisks? Get them. Yeah. All right, there you go. Get them, 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 get them. The split on these Mutas is pretty good, but the Mutas are dying. One of the Corsairs goes down. Look at the split here, too. Oh, no. Maybe there's not enough. Maybe there's not enough. Another Corsair shows up. Now the Mutas are out of there. One more Corsair is all that was needed to turn the tide. We've had constant back and forth battles down here on this pathway across the map. It's the big one because all this is just nothing. It's water and dead airspace, and you can't walk up there, so you attack down to the south way, this middle path. So again, I ask, which Zerg player is going to expand first? Probably not Leta, because Leta's sitting on 3 drones. 2, 1, 0. Oh no, is he dead? Oh no, he's got 0 drones and 10 minerals. Is he dead? Can he cancel anything? No, he had drones in production. Okay. Okay, he's alive. He's alive, but he's dead. Leta loses an Overlord to these Mutas, which is crazy annoying too. This has just been brutal stuff. Team left side is in a tough way. One of their Zergs is dead. Meanwhile, excuse me, Calm's looking good as a Zerg player here. Kind of impressed. What's Effort up to? He's getting a second base. He's walling off down this way with his Dragoons. Should be fine. The Mutas from Calm are really the order of the day. Calm's like, this is great. I love using Mutalisks against Terran. I hate defending against them as Terran, but boy, using them the other way is fantastic. Okay, now the Mutas are having a rough go of things here. A couple Dragoons from MisO do show up to cover their buddies, the Mutalisks. Try to keep them alive. I mean, alive is a relative term. Look at this. MisO takes this base. Captain's like, nah, 1 base Mutalisk is good enough for me. It looks like there are about 2,500 minerals on these bases. Hold up. 2250. Yeah, 2250. Although maybe there's more in the main than there are on those expansions. Anyway, it's about 2,000 minerals per expansion. Check it out. Effort's here with his Dragoons, causing all sorts of problems for team left side. And there are siege tanks, though. Again, that's what Light's been focusing on today is mech. So Dragoons maybe not exactly the answer here. Maybe he can get into carriers if he can get a 3rd base going. Ah, Zerg's taking this base. Okay, so that is excellent. Excellent second base here from Calm. It's got 2 gas at it, which is freaking enormous. That's really, really big for somebody trying to go mass Mutalisk and Scourge. All of that is pretty gas heavy and gas intensive. This has got to be Effort going for a 3rd base. And it is. Excellent. Excelente. Evolution Chamber for Spores. For Leta, he's just in survival mode right now. Corsair Ball is looking pretty big here from Cop. He understands his assignment, and he's doing it pretty well. I don't know if we want to keep making Mutalisks against this many Corsairs. I mean, if Dragoons are covering you or something, your cannons, sure, they can't necessarily kill you, but defensively, I don't know if these Mutas want to move out anymore with that many Corsairs out on the map. If you can figure out where they are and avoid them, maybe that'll work out. Look at this base. If you mine through these minerals, you get another attack path into team left side, or glitch through. You can glitch through with workers, unless that's just... Is that something Lings can get through, or Zealots maybe? Some smaller units? Ghosts, perhaps, can slip through that gap? I'm curious to see. Pretty sure MisO's just been parked out here for a while now with his 0-0 Dragoons with 5 kills, 8 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills. They're doing all right. Dragoon, very standard, excellent unit here. Leta still doesn't want a second base. He's going to get his lair now. Like I said, Spores to help deal with incoming Mutalisks in case the Corsairs are out, which they are currently. So getting some static defense to buy some time for them to get back is nice. Look at him just burning down Overlords, man. +1 Corsairs, 11 of them. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting a +2 here. And he is. He's working on air weapons level 2. He's making a second Stargate. My apologies, a third Stargate. So he's really trying to make our guy Calm think twice about making any more Mutalisks. I mean, it's kind of a hard counter. It is a hive on the way. Maybe he wants to try to plague. Plaguing that group of Corsairs would be a good move. Always a positive thing to do. Oh, carrier upgrades on the way. Yeah, like I said. Carriers from effort seem entirely possible. He's on 3 bases. He's got 3 assimilators. Yeah, so this has 2 gas. But Calm's not using them for some reason. So a lot of early aggression, kind of slowed down now. The Mutalisks have been shut down. The Corsairs can't really do much on the other side of the map unless they're hunting Overlords. Which, I mean, not a bad thing to do. There's one up here you could kill if you found it. And there's a fish up here too. Love that doodad in the remaster. It looks good. Oh, hang on. It's classic Ogre Zerg stuff here. Mutalisks and Mass Scourge trying to deal with a ton of Corsairs. Happy to get the kills that he does. I think 2 Corsairs died there. There were 11. There are now 9. Yeah, Leta at 25 supply at 12 minutes is a tough look. Extraordinarily tough look. MisO's at 130 supply. I mean, Dragoons, probes, pretty much all that stuff. Thanks for asking, he says. That's what my army is. It's a lot of probes. He's got a 3rd base down here. Is that his 3rd one? Yeah, 1, 2, and then 3. Team left side has not been able to expand nearly as much as team right side. I mean, that's why there are bigger numbers on these 3 than the top 3. Effort just wants to see if they take this space. Maybe he can jump on it and cancel it before it actually comes up. That'd be pretty cool. How did he get in here? Did he sneak? Oh, you can just sneak through this. And you're there. You don't even have to... Okay, never mind. I thought you had to mine through those minerals to get in. Storm Drop! Storm Drop! 7 kills on the High Templar. Really bullying Leta here today. Carrier fleet from Cop is looking good. So we're going to have 2 players with carriers. We're going to have Leta dead on his feet. Not really accomplishing much here. The Spore might actually die to this. It won't, but it's extremely injured, and the Mutos could just take it out if they wanted to. So, Corsair carrier army here from Cop. Effort, Storm dropping, Zealot dropping. He's got good eyes on this portion of the map. He's been sitting his Dragoons here for like 10 minutes now. They haven't done much, but they've been reporting back. The sound of siege tanks sieging in the morning. These Dragoons are like, oh boy. But maybe our Zealot boys can head in there, clear out those spider mines, and take those tanks down. Yes! Good up. Clear those spider mines out. Ugh. It's a lot of tanks from Lightman. 140 supply of mech is a bunch. Ooh. Oh, he finally decided to attack with these Dragoons. That's nice. This is a nice escort here of Effort's shuttle by Calm's Mutalisks. The off racing is insane. He's going to try to drop it here. He does get Eye Templar down. Nice storm drop. Oh, it's a beautiful storm drop by Effort. He knows how to do this. He might main Zerg, but his Protoss and Terran are top tier as well. That was amazing. Beautifully, beautifully done. Cop's working on +3 attack for his Sky Toss, because that's all he's doing today is going to be the Sky Tossy Sky Toss. Yeah, I mean, Effort down the right side with all these Protoss bases is a major problem for Team Left Side. They got to recognize that and maybe do something about it, but it's hard for them to get across the map. It's a lot of sky battles up here on the northern side of the map. I mean, I'm familiar with other team maps that are like this, and it is always kind of fun to see that. Big engagement down south, though. We have a queen out. Leta's got a queen. Is he getting, like, is he getting spawn brutaling on like one base? Not even like one base. It's one base. D-Web getting thrown down too. What is this match? I guess if you have 100 Corsairs, you might as well give them the D-Web upgrade. Incredible stuff here. Dodging storms with his carriers. Here is Cop. You've got MisO and Effort, our best Protoss buds forever on the team right side, trying to delay this attack as much as they can. Dark Archons are out. I don't know if he wants to Maelstrom or what. Look at this. Calm's got Devourers in the mix. He's got Queens. What a crazy fun game this is. Maelstrom's on the way from Cop. So he's got Dark Archons in addition to his carriers and his Corsairs. Pretty standard stuff in a team situation here. If you like team games, join a live stream once or twice. I'm doing them. Sundays, Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday every week. We play live games for the second half of the stream for about 2 hours. You can join us if you want or just watch. All right, so team left side, pushing. They were down, but I like it. They're controlling the center of the map here. They're putting some damage. Ooh, yeah, some Lings down here from Leta and some siege tanks from Light. They do take down a command center here from MisO. Excellent, excellent job by team left side getting some damage when they were so behind earlier. Parasites getting tossed down by Calm's Queens, but not worried about that as much as like a spawn brooding on the tanks or whatnot. Tanks sieging up. Tanks being covered by carriers. Pretty strong combination. Which is why whenever a Protoss player mind controls an SCV and builds a second Terran race, they always make tanks. Because tanks complement everything that Protoss does pretty darn well, no matter what you're trying to do. Yeah, this Devourer count is pretty awesome for Calm. Ensnare, slowing down the attack speed and the movement speed of these Corsairs. Plague? Ah, big plague, catching Protoss and Zerg units. So those Devourers getting plagued is big news. They have a lot of HP, and if you plague off a whole bunch of it, they are so much more squishy. Ooh, sick, sick. Incredible plague here from Leta. One basing Zerg, doing what he can. He's getting a second base at 18 minutes down the left side. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Restoration is on the way from Light. Big fan. Mind Control, EMP getting researched for team left side. Devourers jumping in. A new group, actually. Those guys were not previously plagued. Insane display here. Dark Archons in the mix. Psystorm getting tossed down. Mind Control on a carrier. Psystorm on the tanks. While we're at it, why not? Dark Swarm, D-Web, tanks getting wiped out. Team right side makes a beautiful, complicated push to the left here, and they sort of control the center here. Holy Haralabob. That was incredible stuff. If you're wondering who Haralabob is, it's a Haralabob Vulgaris, who's a professional gambler and poker player who got hired as like an analytics guy for the Mavericks back in 2022, stayed there for a couple of years in the NBA, and then bought his own Spanish professional soccer team in Spain, which has been promoted recently last year. So What an interesting guy, and I just like saying Haralabob. It's a fun thing to say. So these are 0-0 lings. They don't have Adrenal yet. They're on the way from Leta. We'll see if he can get there. Devourer Mutalisk Army doing what it can. Finding Overlords of Letas to kill. Easily killing them with the Acid Spore debuff. And then the Mutalisks just go pop. And they pop like balloons. Leta supply block. That Overlord stays alive just by the grace of being lucky. So Zerg's on 2 bases. Hooray! A new base coming in here too. From Effort. Wait, no. These are Effort's Zealots. This is a Cop Nexus that's getting smashed in the face. Yeah, so, ooh, nice ensnare. So if you're dealing with a Corsair carrier army, Devourers are the way to go. They're a good support unit. We don't see it very much. Nice feedback drop on a High Templar there. There's something happening over here, maybe. Aha! A small engagement down here by Effort up into Light's base. He's like, oh no, I have to deal with siege tanks. Those are usually on my side. High Templar getting snippety sniped. Beautifully done there. Nice control by Light, but again, he's main racing, and he knows what he's doing. He makes PvT look like it's kind of a joke. Got a couple Guardians in the mix. This is so fun. Calm, bringing Guardians, Devourers, Queens to the battle here. +1, 3 upgrades, armor upgrades on the Zerg units, more higher priority than the other stuff, than the attack is necessarily. It's red versus blue for a second. Just keep an eye on what's going on. This is being denied. This is a sky battle that's pretty fun. Purple and green goop. Scourge trying to connect on the carriers. They can't run very fast. Oh, a couple carriers do go down. Bit of a push from the right side to the left side into the tanks. And D-Web Plague defense from team left side here. Putting in some work there too. The Zerg players, both around 60 total supply. Leta hanging on from a Zerg perspective anyway in a team game. Yeah, Effort's maxed out. The next closest person's at 133, and that is MisO. So team right side looking good here at 22 minutes. Making as many inroads as they can into the left side of the map. If you can get some tanks on this high ground, maybe some Goliaths to cover it, and all this production dies for Light, that'd be tough for him. Still engaging in. Yeah, I'll try to go red versus blue every couple of minutes, just kind of flash it up for a few seconds, so those of you who are confused as to what's going on exactly get a little bit of help, because 3v3 pro games are chaotic and a mess. There's often a million different things happening. APMs are high because you can be doing a million different things at once in a team game. You can in 1v1 as well, but gosh, the second base of Leta just getting obliterated. Leta is going to mine out of that main base sooner rather than later, maybe in the next 5 minutes or so. And then I don't know what he's going to do. Leta off-racing a Zerg here. He's like, where are my Wraiths? Why can't I make Wraiths? Ooh, Storm on a bunch of Acid Spored carriers is good. Increasing that damage taken. Great debuff. Dark Swarm Siege Tank, pretty good. Cracklings inside say, aha! Not against us. Actually, no. Calm doesn't have the Crackling upgrade, but Leta does. I guess it makes sense. Calm has been doing a little bit heavier gas flying stuff. Focusing on Lings has not been his priority here. Alright, Corsairs decide it's time to engage, but they're taking Scourge hits, ensnares, Acid Spores. Scourge hits. Did I say that already? I think I did. Oh, boy. Okay, irradiates up on the Devourers. It will one-shot a Devourer, and the running Devourer is not super fast. Not a fast unit, because it's so tanky, right? Anything that's tanky cannot be fast in StarCraft. Those are the rules. Okay, a lot of HP or a lot of armor or both. Make them slow. Scourge is taking as many Corsairs as they can, taking their pound of flesh as these +3 Guardians run for their lives from the Corsairs with +3 attack themselves. A little hold position Dragoon down here from Effort. Not sure what that's all about. Is this a recall? I'm assuming it was a recall, but a bunch of Dragoons popped in here from Effort, maybe? I don't know. MisO, perhaps. I had that set to red versus blue while that was happening. Obviously, couldn't really determine who the player was. Yo! Tap that like button if you're enjoying this game. What a Saturday cast for you all. A special treat from RJB, friendos. Effort's working on +3 attack for his Sky Toss. Good drops on top of this weird hodgepodge position by team left side. Dragoons catching plagues in the meantime. Zealots doing what they can. Lurker eggs here, but not there yet. Storm and Lurkers on the ground. The Army of Light down to the south looked pretty imposing, but also maybe getting Zealot dropped as well. Yes, tank down. Zealot bombed. Thank you, ma'am. That's what we're talking about here. Oh, try to expand down this way. Our man Calm. Also, the longest distance mining ever here for effort. What are you doing, man? I love that this position is just owned by Calm. He's just sending Guardians in here 2 or 3 at a time. If anything respawns, Devourers try to kill him. Scourge do a pretty good job of it too. This mass Corsair ball, man. 3/3/3 upgrades. Attack upgrades here for Calm I think would be good, but he is working on +2 flyer. He is working on it. This Corsair ball is big. Debuffs or not. Goodness. Is there a DT? Defensive DT. Big push here from Light. Down to the 6 o'clock position, which again is trying to be set up here by Calm, but Storm drops. Storm drops from Effort are looking really good. SCVs are dying fairly often here by Light, although he is at 56 total SCVs right now. Yeah, shoving that Sky Zerg army back with the carriers and the Corsairs. I feel like Scouts might kind of be okay here. Scouts do really well against Devourers. And they do really well against Guardians, too. This feels like a recall. He's like, not only am I storm dropping you with shuttles, I'm going to recall on your face. Leta's Overlord catches this because Calm has never found this Overlord in the history of the game. It's been there for a while. Leta trying to deal with a bit of a Zealot run by down to the bottom left here on Cop's base. Oh, Arbiter, absolutely not. Accosted, arrested, and executed immediately. This is a crazy, crazy good game. It's always sad to me to see Zerg players in team games never get 100 supply because they just can't. They're never really allowed to get workers or else they just die. It's a weird thing in team games. Plagued up in a 1v1 by this point in the game, every Zerg would be maxed out, you know? Although not on a ZVZ, and that's the problem, is we're kind of stuck in a ZVZ. Okay, it's nice stasis. Devourer's going after what is not stasis here on team left side. Overlord's getting punched in the face. Counterstorm's getting thrown down on Light Siege tanks. Another storm comes up from MisO. I wanted to say motive there, but it's MisO. Plague on the Devourers. Massive plague. Ooh, they don't care. They're here to be extremely squishy, I guess. Man, some Valkyries from Light would be incredible here. Valkyrie, look, we've seen this on the live streams a lot recently. Valkyries plus Devourers equal everything in the air that hits those things, that those things hit equals dead. Incredibly dead. Continuing to send Cracklings out here is Leta. They have 0/0 upgrades, but the Crackling upgrade makes them viable. What do you want from me? Scourging it up again, trying to make as many connections as they can. Maybe not getting as many as they would like to. Yeah, this is a pretty big Skytoss army out of Chamchi. Who is Cop, again, to be clear. This... this Nexus for Calm really should be dead, but Effort keeps throwing units at these siege tanks and shutting them down. Leta shows up with some lurkers. The splash damage will hurt his own siege tanks, but it'll keep the Protoss away at the same time. Alright, so Hatch dead. 2 more shots. Get it. And done. There we go. That's what we're all about. That's what we're all about. Team left side. Encroaching in. Siege tanks trying to siege, but it's largely zealots coming at him from the right side of the map. So where are his vultures is the question. Sky battles raging overhead. This is how StarCraft should be played. Just all 3 races in the same location. Sky battles, ground battles. Scourge just darting here and there everywhere. Siege tanks causing terrible damage and stuff on the ground. D-Web coming in, high tech from the Protoss, disabling said siege tanks when they can. Carriers overhead sending fleets of interceptors to attack anything in their path. I mean, this is epic level StarCraft, and you cannot dissuade me otherwise. I really hope you guys are enjoying this one. Scouts are on the way from Effort, though. Effort decides to go for scouts against these carriers. Leta's got his own Scourge out now. The first time I think I've seen him have any Scourge. Even though Column's been making them pretty much consistently for the last 20 minutes plus. Well, it run by, once again, 333 upgrades here from Effort on his Zealots. He knows how good they are in a run-by capacity. Oh, you can slip right by this. Never mind. That's not even a mineral wall at all. Run, Zealots. Shut down this base attempt by Cop. It's died once already. The Corsairs can't do anything to stop you. Ooh, D-Web. Look at this really, really carefully placed D-Web so the Zealots can't fight the cannons. Holy crap. That's the best D-Web placement I've ever seen. Then he kind of just was like, oh, never mind. I guess it's over now. Let's just D-Web everything to keep the cannons alive. The carriers will wipe out the Zealots eventually, which is great. Another huge attack, and EMP gets tossed down on an Arbiter. Because that's what kind of game this is. We have everything you could ever want in StarCraft in this one. Including the Arbiters getting EMP'd. Hey, the scouts are here. They don't want to take Scourge hits. Nobody wants to take Scourge hits. Also, if you stack up, Corsairs are okay against you, even if you're not light. So these guys are taking some hits and running. Their speed upgrade is definitely done. Yeah. That's a lot of Corsairs. And they've got better upgrades, maybe? Yeah, better upgrades there for those Corsairs, too. Not quite 333 for the Sky stuff. Excuse me. There we go. Out of Effort. He'll get there. I imagine he's working on it. Random Arbiter over here. Probably got a stasis. Came over this way to harass and wait for the energy to come back. Might as well have some kind of value. Another round of Zealots joins the party here from Effort. Why not? Why not do it that way? More D-Web. The scouts show up and die immediately to the Corsairs. How many crazy scenes are we going to see in this game? It's not even close to done yet either. Wow. Okay, holding on team left side a little bit. Still contesting the center here. Nobody's made any real inroads for a while. Oh, the Plague's getting tossed down today by Leta, our elite. The Devourers are just, they're really holding still kind of units, but yeah, split them out. If you split them out, they do not take as much Plague as they do if you clump them up. Wisdom from Falcon here. D-webbed again. Really, really good Disruption Web. Messing with a lot of these Dragoons as they try to come across Stasis. Storm combo doesn't really do anything against the things inside the Stasis, as we know. But yeah, Stasis just delays when the engagement is going to happen with these carriers is the problem. But I guess if you're just trying to run right past them, take out one of the light spaces down, maybe two of the light spaces down this way, while the Stasis is up, that might actually work out just fine for you. Good Plague, Dragoons running in. Ah, good Storm on the SCVs, and then you can maybe storm those SCVs too while you're at it. Another fantastic Plague. High Templar does not have enough energy for another Storm, however. He does plague the command center, though. If we get an infested command center in this game, I don't even know what to tell you. This would be epic beyond belief if that ends up happening here. Leta running back because he got offensive nidused by Calm. Calm took down his hive. He's going after a lot of his tech structures with his own cracklings now. 0-0. Who needs upgrades when you have lings? And he's going on top of Light, responding. Our vultures and zerglings, and they should be able to clean this thing out, but yo, offensive nidus in the game. There is, yeah, there's an overlord providing vision. You need the vision if you're going to do this. And that's what that overlord here is in charge of. So cool. Such a cool offensive nidus. Really sets Leta back. 23 drones, 39 total supply. I mean, look, Calm's at 22 drones and 60 supply. He's not the happiest camper of all time either. Playing Zerg in a team situation kind of just feels like you're playing support, man. You never have the giant army. You Plague and you Dark Swarm and you Muta and Guardian Harass and you make Devourers to attack enemy carriers and stuff. You don't get to have a good time. I mean, I guess that's a subjective term. Is that a good time? It kind of seems like it is. Actually, it is a good time, yeah. Parasite. What's Leta going to rebuild with here? Oh, also a bunch of Zealots ran down with some scout support and killed his base too. So Leta's in mortal peril. Trying to come back and save his butt because Leta has 18 total supply, of which I don't even know what they are. Drones, I guess. Lurkers? It looks like it's lurkers. That's all he's got. Quick, build a new hatchery in your main. Like, nah, I'm not worrying about it. Depleted all the resources out of there. If I can take this space again, that would be nice. But yeah, knocking somebody out of the enemy's team in a 3v3 is often the start of a snowball situation, where things go pretty bad for the team that lost the one. Obviously, this is very basic stuff. Also, the fact that effort's been largely maxed out for the last 20 minutes or so is pretty nice for Team Right side. Scouting Overlord, dead. I mean, D-Webs aren't even surprising anymore. We're getting to the point where it's like, yes, D-Web on a Dragoon, eh? Defilers, 250 energy Defiler should be able to get something off here. I don't care what spell you cast, but cast it. Did he get another knight? Did he drop? Where did these guys come from? He brought a Defiler this time. That's fun. Quick, consume Plague, maybe? Oh, Dark Swarm, good idea. All right, well, got a Dark Swarm off. Anyway, while he goes after the supply depots of Light and does actually supply block him. So Light cannot be pleased about that. I mean, look at all these expansions down here. Effort's Protoss is kind of insane. His team Protoss, especially, is kind of nuts. He's got his carrier fleet. Sniping Defilers with it. He does catch a Plague for it, though. That's the trades. Cops upgrades are up there now. He was down on Skytoss upgrades before, but dude, these carriers don't want to fight this. They're plagued. Not at all. God, what a mess. More parasites getting tossed down all the time. Dark Archons ready to mind control carriers at a moment's notice. Maybe taking a queen would be interesting. Get some parasite of your own, but I mean, I guess you already have a Zerg teammate, so not that big of a deal. He can make queens if he wanted to and be supporting like that. Restoration just got tossed down on something. Ah, it's a dive on in. Sure, this is happening right now. Devourers on the top side, Storm on the bottom side, Carriers top left and bottom right. Another Plague gets tossed down. Storm and Plague and D-Web galore in this game. Can you possibly believe it? This is insane stuff. Ensnare, slowing the carriers even more than they already were. Light really trying to hold on for his team right now. He's the only one over 100 supply on his team. And like I said, when Leta got knocked out, I don't even know if he's rebuilt at all. He's long distance mining at this point. Yeah, this is bad news. Light losing this tandem of bases. Storms on everything that Cop tries to engage with here, including the Corsairs and the Carriers. Very bad. Very bad for Team Left Side here. Looks like this might be the beginning of the end. As it is, 139 supply from Effort, 88 from MisO, and 68 from Calm. The winning Zerg is going to have 60 supply because 'tis the nature of the team games. I don't know how many times I can say that. It's just weird. It's so much weirder than 1v1 that way. Ah, an infested command center by Calm, you madman! He infests a CC. I don't even know what to thumbnail this game. Do we put the infested CC on it? Do we have some of the chaos in earlier battles on it? Holy smokes. Build an infested Terran, man. You've got the money for it. You got this game. Oh no, the infested command center. What have you done? You've been in the range of a carrier. Very sad. Dude, everything Team Left Side here has here is plagued or acid spored or both. Light down to 73 supply. His tanks are just not meant for this engagement here. So much Sky Toss. So much Sky Toss here. I mean, I guess they're tanking damage that would otherwise go over here. Nice and Snare Toss down on Cop's units. And he's trying to micro away from this position as always. And a Radiate goes down on one of the Devourers. Queens are ready to infest another command center and knock Light's economy out of it. Dude, look at this game. Look at the coloring. Just never happens, but this is what StarCraft is supposed to be. A 40-plus minute 3v3 of absolute insanity. Yeah, those early expansions by Effort really put the work in today. Although, all these Devourers of Calm are getting obliterated, and this base still exists from Light, but yeah, I mean, well, mind out down here, mind out down here. Nobody's got 1,000 mineral bank at all. This is closer than I thought it was a second ago. I mean, Leta's still dead. But, I don't know, what does Calm have? Calm's still mining from this base. Calm might actually overtake MisO in overall supply in a second here. Because he has income and MisO does not. This is getting a little bit scrappier right now than I expected it to. Queen's getting sniped out. Finally, some Goliaths. Ah, we're back into Mutas from Calm. It's been a minute since we've seen just Mutalisks fight. Obviously, he's been making them to make the Devourers, but Scourge attack. Dodge the storm of your own teammates. Nice micro from Calm there. Really good, but Effort, the man at 163 supply, taking down a command center, not allowing that one to get infested, although it would be super cool if he did. He's just trying to win. And Light GG's out. His economy is gone. Leta gone. Cop gone. And our winners today, Effort. We've got Calm and we've got MisO in 43 minutes and 8 seconds. Oh, man. What a crazy, 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 crazy showing there. Crazy showing. What a great, great 3v3 that was. 43 minutes on this map. Effort, Calm, MisO. Yeah, Effort carried super hard, man. 194 supply. And Captain's like at 60, and MisO's at 80, and yeah, excellent carrying here. 3 for 3, 3 for the ground units, 3 for the air units. He had carriers, he had High Templar, he had a lot of Zealots and Dragoons. He had Dark Archons at some point. He had Scouts. That didn't go as well as he thought it would, but he had Scouts anyway. They definitely did something. And then just Leta dying, Leta constantly getting hit, right? That offensive Nidus was the final nail in the coffin for him. Whew. So Leta getting knocked out, Effort playing like a monster, those two things combined, and that is how we got our win here today. More Arbiters being added in too, because why not? Why not make Arbiters? But what a game! Devourers, infested command centers, Corsairs with disruption web. Weird fun, stuff we don't see ever in games. Hardly ever, but RJB finds them for us. Good man that he is. And that's it. So tap that like button, man. That was amazing. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Get a final score off. I'm going to guess it's effort. And it's not. Light, actually. 471,000 points. Effort, 415. Leta. Not at 100,000. Units killed. Light killed the most. Twice as much as anybody else. Okay, fair enough. The met cost efficiency was in play here. That is what happened more than anything else that happened. But more buildings raised by effort. And he outspent everybody by a decent chunk here, too. So, GG effort. GG his team, Calm and MisO getting the win. And that's going to be it from me. So, this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.